used in the backcountry since the 1930s. And they've been used in all of these remote areas of Idaho and Montana. One of the things we work on is preserving the access to these places.
You don't realize how much space we really have in this country and what a unique opportunity we have as pilots to get out there and land in places like this. There's an amazing number of these kind of strips across the country. There are places that are completely inaccessible to humans. There's no dirt roads, there's no hiking trails. You can look on a map and see that if somebody's been there, it's not been very many people. And there you are flying over earth that is still pristine. And that is such a privilege in our very developed world to see that kind of country.
It's really one of the last greatest freedoms that we have in America. It's kind of like when all the wagons went to the west. It was free range country, and the blue skies are still that way.
Ben Ryan and his wife Butchie found this 152-acre property about 1967. And they decided this is where they wanted to be. There was nothing here. There was all trees. The road was very primitive. So they ended up fixing a better road, built their house. He also built a sawmill so that he could saw all the lumber for all the buildings except for what was in the house. Then later Ben built a shop, a hangar, a storage building, and then he was also a pilot. So he decided, well, gee, I'm up here and it looks like I could build an airstrip. So he cleared the ground for the airstrip that's here. Then he decided he had to have a plane, so he built the plane, and that was just the start of it. And he helped me on building the pilot shelter that's here. He basically helped me saw the logs. Be up here working on the pilot shelter, and about mid-morning, Butchie'd come down from the house and she'd have coffee and cookies for us. And just a delightful people to get acquainted and work with, and they've been so generous to aviation, we can't thank them enough. The RAF got acquainted with him because he wanted this airstrip to be passed on to an entity that would maintain it for people to enjoy it. That's what he always said, I just want people to enjoy this place. Over the years, they transferred more and more of it to where we own the whole thing now.
I was dear friends with Ben and Butchie, and we did what we felt they would have liked to have seen here.
In April, when we were out here, we were planning the small 20 by 30 garage that would hold the tractors and tools. And it just morphed very quickly to the point where we were led to the folks that ultimately designed the building, the Amish folks out of Townsend, within a very short period of time. And so by June, we were committed to this project, and kind of the rest is history at this point.
I'm glad I could be part of this and learn all the new people we've met this week, the new friendships we started. They're all down-to-earth, common people, and they're trying to do a good thing, a good benefit for a good cause to help people enjoy the recreation, the outdoors, and preserve it, take care of it, be good stewards. And this is one way that we can do that.
As you see the barn we're raising now, it's going to be the crown jewel of backcountry airstrips. It's excellent location where it's at, close to wilderness, close to West Glacier, and it's a great place.
It's going to showcase the RAF. You'll be able to come in here, be a nice facility to be able to use. It's very classy. I mean, you look at the structure on that thing and it's a piece of art. So it's unique. It's going to be fun.
Amazing to see something so large go up so quickly, but it's going to be neat to have some aviation events here in that barn. It'll be nice, and away we go.
John and Tricia McKenna are really the heart of this organization. They love to give credit to everybody else, and there's a lot of people who have built this organization that deserve that credit and are working very hard to continue to keep these strips open. But John and Tricia, they have the passion. They're very unique people in an organization. They give all of their time to this. They stood out here on this field in April and said, instead of just building a shed for the tractors, maybe we should build something larger that we can all gather in. And here we are in early September, and it's built. It's phenomenal. I have never seen people motivate a group of people the way that they do.
We've had an average of 40 people a day working. They're here because they want to be here. We're creating something for the future.
You get to know people from all over the country. RAF in particular draws people with a real common interest, and they get along. They have a good time together.
To me, it's just the camaraderie. Everybody has the same goal. Just a bunch of good, down-to-earth folks that obviously aviation is our passion, but just being outdoors and helping this kind of stuff is our passion too.
When you throw 20 or 30 skilled people at a project like this for 10 hours a day or more, it's amazing how much you can get done.
So our hope is we can take what we're doing here at Ryan and do 2 or 3 more across the country just like this.
There are a lot of abandoned airstrips in a lot of beautiful places that need this kind of love and attention, and I really hope that the younger generation pays attention to places like that and doesn't forget about them.
The biggest part about the REF is we want to leave things better than we found it. That barn will probably be around another 100 years, well after I'm long gone and in the dirt. And that's what Rachel and I are up here for now, is to leave something for the next few generations to come and enjoy just like we have ourselves.
I'm thrilled to talk about Ryan Field and the joys I have experienced here and the opportunity for other people to come and enjoy it at their leisure. It's a great place.
I think Ben would be proud of what we're doing here to make it more of a destination spot for people to come and enjoy.
When I walked up to the barn the other night and looked around 360 degrees, I thought Ben would be in tears and say, "This is just wonderful."